Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. It's a gorgeous day out today, so hopefully you get a chance to get out there and enjoy it. I was out there earlier today. I went for a run. I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I had taken that up again, and it's going well. I ran 5 kilometers today in the scorching hot sun. Um, Almost overdid it at a point. Had to stop and walk for a little bit because I thought I was going to pass out. So just an extension to that message. Um, push yourself hard, but listen to your body as well. Um, it, Self care can turn into self abuse pretty quick if it's taken to an extreme. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today. Although my run did trigger for me what I wanted to talk about, um, and it has to do with development. It has to do with growth, personal growth, um, getting better, improving on ourselves. And it came up for me today on this run, 5 kilometers in. I'm not even sure what the temperature was. It felt like close to maybe a bajillion degrees outside. It was probably about that, maybe a little less, give or take 3 degrees. Um, but I was coming up on a decision. I knew I wanted to hit 5K. That was my goal, and I was on my way back. I was on kilometer between 3 and 4, and I came to a point where I could go down into a little lake area that I come up from and go around that and then home, up and out and then home, and that's the up and out part that had a decision time coming up because knowing that I had to come up and out the other side, I could have hung a left and stayed on fairly level ground and still hit my 5 kilometers and still gotten home. And this lesson I had picked up a couple of years back when I first picked up on running, and I encountered a similar fork on the road, so to speak. And I had to ask myself very, very quickly, what is my destination? Where am I trying to get to? Because if I'm just trying to get home as quickly and easily as possible, well, then really I didn't have to get off my couch to begin with. I was already there. Mission accomplished, right? But my destination today, when I was out for that run, wasn't to get home to my house. My destination was to get home in here, to get to a place of of self worth, of love for myself, and to be at home in that place and taking care of myself. And in order to accomplish that, you can probably anticipate what my choice was. I went down around the pond and came up and out the other side, and it was grueling. And it's just a very small incline. I mean, we're talking it's pretty simple, and in a just about any circumstance. But in that heat, coming out of a 5K run when I'm only 2 weeks into my conditioning, that was a small mountain that I had to run up, and I did. I got to the top and I came out and almost got sick, and that's when I had to stop and walk for half a block and then pick up. Now, even with stopping and walking, though, I vastly improved my pace over my previous 5 kilometers and over the 5 kilometers prior to that. I'm approaching getting very close to a 5 minutes per kilometer pace on my 5K. So anyways, that's what I wanted to touch on, and it's this the idea of there are no shortcuts. I could have taken what in my mind was a shortcut, and there are no shortcuts when you have a goal in front of you, when you have something you're trying to accomplish in life, and it's whether it's business, whether it's professional, whether it's education, whether it's in a relationship with a loved one, a spouse or a child or a parent or all of the above. There's no shortcuts. You can't take a shortcut. The results will not bear out. If you want to run 5 kilometers, you got to run 5 kilometers. And if you want to see results from that, you're going to take the more difficult, challenging path, because the easy path doesn't get you anywhere. The easy path doesn't bear the fruit. So that's my message today. It's a little bit of a long one because I had to take you through a whole story of my run and the heat because I'm a little proud of what I accomplished today. And I'm happy to be alive and breathing and not sweating profusely still while I'm shooting this. So there's no shortcuts. If you want to get somewhere, if you want to do something, if you want to accomplish something, put your mind to it, focus on it, understand the terrain, and go at it with full force, and don't cut corners. The payout at the end will be far greater. All right. Well, I ran longer than I wanted to today, but hope you enjoyed it. For those of you just waking up, I hope you enjoyed your nap, and I will see you next Tuesday.